Something happens when you finally give yourself permission to reset. Not someday, now. This retreat was created for the person who's been showing up for everyone else, but not for themselves. We came to Scottsdale to reset not just your body, but your mind and protect our peace together.
Get out of that. I do see it. I see it now, but I see more that my mindset has changed, and that's what I was really looking for. Like, even though Sonia and I were sitting there talking about food, my mindset has changed about food, because it used to be like I was eat when I'm happy, eat when I'm sad, eat when I'm lonely, eat when I'm bored. So now I'm like very intentional with my meals as far as when I eat them.
I just really enjoyed my time. Everybody was so nice, and it was so fun. I had absolutely no idea what to expect coming down. I kept getting little pieces of information. So when I came here, it's like, oh, more information. So I don't know, it was just really nice, and just like nice to step back and like unwind and just take time to ask desires.
And so I said, you know what, this time I said, I'm going to take time for myself, because I rarely do that. With the busy activities and work and schedule, my work-life balance really wasn't balanced. It was more work, volunteer service, so I just said, you know what, I'm going to make an investment.
We trained with intention, technique first, science-based coaching, and workouts that met you where you are, and still pulled more greatness out of you.
last year I saw the form. I was like, oh no, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a tough trip for my family. Yeah. But I didn't really want to do it this year. But he kept,
Yeah.
you really should attend my retreat. You really should attend my retreat. And I was like, oh God, if I don't attend this retreat, I ain't gonna never hear the end of it.
Well, as an extension of last year, I'm working out every day pretty much, and that was something that I incorporated since last year to this year, which is the first time I've ever actually had a routine and was committed to physical fitness for an entire year. So that was a
big thing.
Before this.
But the real transformation wasn't only physical. It was mental, it was emotional, and it was spiritual. We talked about boundaries, consistency, self-love, and the truth about what it takes to change your life.
But yeah, you can't even go in the refrigerator when you want. It's the little things we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the fact that no one snapped out, no one,
So the uncomfortable made you comfortable.
yes. But I never even felt uncomfortable,
Okay.
which is major for me, not someone like me, but for me.
Okay.
This year, the difference to me, I think it was more about a coming together, a closeness with the women, as opposed, it wasn't geared towards so much as physical fitness.
Mm-hmm.
It was more about getting in tune with yourself and your inner body and like the different things that women need to make them feel good about themselves, like especially with the skincare and the just being able to come together and do different activities. But he just put a lot more thought into this when I can see he was gearing it to make us feel like, well, exercise is not the only part of being physically fit. The inside got to be whole as well as your outside.
Right.
And he captured a lot of that in this retreat here.
Okay.
But being here, I think I've learned to be more open with my feelings and put myself first. I've always seemed to put others first. So, and I've also learned that it's okay to say no, or I can't, and be happy with it. But please, and I can't please everyone. I cannot. So I have a little problem with that. Talking to the rest of the women and the coach, and I was like, "Ooh, that's me." So that was good to me. That's a plus.
That's a big plus for you.
Yes. To me, the most important is the journal.
The journaling.
Yes, I like that because I have a tendency of not writing things down, and because I'm just a busybody, and I have to keep moving. But this retreat is that's why I had a hard time. That's why coach was always Felicia, just sit down, do nothing, because I'm not used to sitting.
Yeah.
And even when I'm home, is sometimes the day would go by before I never eat. But now it's like I'm always hungry
Okay.
because now I can't move. I'm just
You're sitting.
yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
so that was hard, but I've gotten better.
Okay.
Scottsdale gave us the chance to breathe, to slow down, to restore, because you don't build the new life from burnout, you build it from clarity.
If you're a leader and if you're going someplace, remember this. The most important muscle you must develop is your imagination. And here's the truth about it. When you were a little girl, you had a vivid imagination. You didn't have anything hit you wrong. So you had a big imagination, you had all this energy, Your mother would put you on time out or spank you. You shut the door, she put you in your bedroom, shut the door, you cry for a few minutes, next thing you know, 45 minutes later, you're having a tea party. Right?
You can achieve elite fitness. You can be a person nobody recognizes in a year from now because you went so hard. And when I say so hard, I'm not telling you to try to be different tomorrow. 1% better every freaking day. That's your goal. Tomorrow, I will do something to become 1% better. My exercise, my nutrition, my sleep, I'm just going to keep moving in that direction. A month from now, if you aim for 1% better every day, a month from now, you wake up, you think, dang, I feel really good.
Your ability to make a decision is the most important thing about a decision. That number one, people who are slow make slow decisions. People who want to move quickly make fast decisions because the rule is, if it's a good decision, you're well on your way. If it's a bad decision, you can fix it. The worst thing you can do is sit on the fence of indecision. It's the most uncomfortable place you'll be. So if there's a decision you have to make, just you have to hurry up and make the decision because you can fix it. You will find out if it's the wrong decision along the way. You find out if your decision is good or bad along the way. Number two is confidence. Confidence is building confidence. The art of building confidence. And this is why I tell people all the time. Everybody has confidence in one area, but nobody has confidence in every area. So a big part under confidence is self-doubt. The biggest thing about self-doubt is everybody has it, but they forget to identify it. Each of you should dig to find out your top 10 gifts. And people sometimes struggle with what the top 10 gifts are. So the first thing I tell you is, first find out your top 3 gifts. List your top 3 gifts. And then pick 2 more. And then comes the deal, where you need 3 more. Then you got to come up with 2 more. Because once you know what your top 10 gifts are, the top 3 gifts are much easier to give away. Okay, number 4 is Gloria's STEM. To me, skill management, time management, emotional management, and money management. What I love about those 4 things is that anybody ever comes into your office and they say they're frustrated, it's one of those 4 areas. Ask them, point blank. I'll say it again: skill, time, emotions, money. Not right, exactly. Number 8, discipline and hustle. Discipline and hustle. And I loved when she was talking about, when Rich was talking about discipline. What I've often said to my leaders, and especially to the ambitious people that work with me, I said, what I've loved about you the most is you're never too intelligent to bring out your hustle. Because a lot of people, when they get the degrees and they get that wisdom behind them, they get that experience, they don't want to do the hustle piece. But it's the hustle piece that brings you joy. Yeah. It's the hustle.
What if you don't know how to hustle?
And the community? That's the part you can't explain. You have to experience it. Strangers became sisters, support became fuel, and everyone left with the plan that they can sustain in real life.
And wherever, and whatever
position and like not the hysteria of like women can't do this.
This is what metamorphosis looks like. Confidence coming back, strength showing up, and peace being protected. Scottsdale, you were unforgettable. And if you're watching this video and you know you need a reset, I want to see you at our next retreat. Comment Metamorphosis or DM me personally Renewal, and I will send you all the details, because we're going to Southern California for the ultimate reset.